Hey guys, an unexpected quick floss tube. Yay! And I have got my, if you could see how my phone is sitting right now to record this video, it's quite hilarious. It may fall at any second. We will see. So how are y'all doing? It has not even been a week since my last floss tube came, but I thought that I needed to go ahead and share this with it being the first day of March, since it is my plans, and that way we would be good to go for next week back on our regularly scheduled program. So let's just jump in. Stitching, not much since I did the video. Was it Thursday or Friday last week? Friday. So not much since Friday. I did work a little bit on my temperature tree. I don't have it in here, but I have been trying to get this one finished up. It's coming. My dog is coughing. It's coming, and this was a whip go goal to get finished in February, which didn't happen. So I'm trying to get it finished within the first 3 or 4 days of March. So that has been what I have been working on. I also had a new start today, and I'm going to tell you more about plans about this in a minute, but this is a free chart by Cherry Hill Stitchery called Happy Easter. And yes, so Cherry Hill Stitchery, be well and stitch is the hashtag that you can use for it. Super cute little Easter design. So this has been a new start today. I started this on, I have never used 20 count Aida before, and it's tiny, but to do it on black has been quite a challenge. Let me move it down like that so you can see better. So I've got that much of it done. The bottom down here, let's see if I can show you. These stitches look terrible where I was trying to get the hang of using the 20 count. And I like the 20 count Aida, but I don't know if I would like 40 count linen. I don't know. We'll see. But there's where I've got on it. So that was my new start for today. This is actually one of my whip goes for March, to get that one stitched and finished. And then, where's the other one? The Lizzie Kate that I showed you, the basket one, is my other whip go one for this month. So I'm hoping that with everything's going to go as planned and I will get it finished. So that's my stitching since Friday of last week. Not much. I told you that I was going to go ahead and do that video because my aunt and I were going to a cross stitch store yesterday, and we did. Stitch and Frame Shop is the name of it, I think. It's in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And I got some goodies there, so I'm going to show you that right quick. So I have never used a scroll frame before, so I got this one. It is an 18-inch. It says individual frame, but I'm going to try it and see how it works. I've got a couple of new starts for this month that are going to have a scroll frame for me to work on them. I'm trying not to knock down this camera apparatus that I have got. So my aunt brought me a goodie bag. Look at all of this goodie bag of fabric she destashed and gave me. And it was perfect because that black piece of Aida, that 20 count that was in there, was one of the pieces. So she brought me so much fabric, and I'm so grateful. And look, she got me these cute little salt and pepper shakers to match my Christmas decor. Ain't they cute? So I was super excited about those. We had a good day. We drove down and shopped for a while and went and had some lunch, late lunch, early dinner, and had some good fun. And then I bought all of this stuff, so I'm going to show you my haul. Sorry for the racket. I'm going to get it out of this noisy bag. Okay. Noisy bag is gone. I did do really good. I only bought one pattern there. This is by Leah's Studio. It's called The Bee Comes. And what it says is, the flower doesn't dream of the bee, it blooms and the bee comes. So it's a cute little sampler. Super cute. I had to get it. I did not realize, but there is a saying that's going around on Instagram that says, you never see a bee telling a fly why honey is better than poop. It just knows. And I don't know, I've had a lot of philosophical thoughts on this. Totally random, but you know, the bee chases honey and that's what it loves. And the fly chases dead stuff and poop. And that's what it does. And both of them are happy. And it's like, if you tried to tell a fly that it needed to stop being a fly and it needed to do what a bee does, it would be so wrong. And it's like, you know, we are all so unique. And what looks right to us in certain situations may look completely wrong to somebody else. Just think about that for a minute, between the bee and the fly. I don't know. I've had way too much deep thought over that saying. So this was kind of one of those, just one thing for me to keep it in the forefront of my mind. And then really looking up the symbolism of a bumblebee, and it talks about loyalty and all this. It's a hard worker, and it's like, I'm wanting to get me a little tiny bee tattoo to go here where my broke wrist scar is. Just kind of jazz it up a little. I don't know. But that's my infatuation with bees. So I picked up this beautiful fabric. It is called Dublin by Picture This Plus. It is a 32 count. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I got that piece of fabric to do that on. I got some of the beads that I needed to be able to start this one I showed you in my last video. That one is going to be a new start for this month. But they didn't have the dinky dies that I needed. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors that I needed, and they only had one. So I was like, forget it. I'll just order it from 123stitch.com. And then I needed 4 colors of beads, but they only had 2 of them. So I supported my LNS store with what I could, but I'm ultimately going to have to order some more stuff offline. So, and with that, I need a massive piece of fabric, a flat third to complete the project. So I got this 28 count white Lugana. I don't know, I'm loving stitching on Lugana, but like this thing is massive. It is huge. Look how big this thing is. Oh my God. And then I look at it and I think, holy cow, like that's just half of it. I mean, like, I can't even get it all in the frame. So, I mean, it's huge, but it's just a white. I think that will make the best color pop for these colors. Like, look at these colors. Sorry for the glare, but it's how my lights are set up. So these silks are going to be really vibrant, and I wanted them to really pop, so I got that white. So I got that there. I got me some walnut shells to stuff some finishes that I've got. And she also showed me that you can use these to dye fabric. So I may be trying that. And then I got this fabric. This is Weeks Dye Works Baby's Breath. It's a 32 count linen. And it's pretty much just a solid color. It doesn't have that much modeling on it at all, if any. And I got this for something, and I've done forgot what. For some pattern. Oh, I know what I got it for. I got it for, this one is a freebie that I'll be doing starting this next month. And it says, the way to happiness, keep your heart free from hate, your mind from worry. Live simply, expect little, give much. Scatter sunshine, forget self, and think of others. It's a cute sampler, and this is a free one. Potato Mouse Designs or something like that on Instagram is doing it, and she showed it. So that here is where you can go to get it. The website, I'm going to spell it LESMAROTTESDEN ath.free.fr. And so this post was from 2013. Doing a video, guys. Okay. So there was multiple pages that I had to print out, but this one is going to be so cute. So that is what I got that fabric for. So, yeah, that is my haul. So we had a really good time. It's always fun when she comes down. She's the only stitchy person that I stitch with, so that's not virtual. So we always have a really good time together. Okay, and now the purpose of today's video is my March Mania plans. I've done told y'all before how Miss Brenda from Handwork Maniac got me started on this rabbit trail of cross stitching, and because I binge watched all her videos. I don't remember which Flosstube I talk about it, but go check out Brenda, Handwork Maniac. And she decided that May is always really crazy for her, so she was going to do a Mania board that could be done in March and in May. And I like that idea because I feel like I can be really ambitious this month and I can't in May because I'm going to be graduating and all of this stuff. So I thought I'm going to jump on with her and I'm going to go ahead and see what I can get done in March. And then maybe if there's a day I don't get to work on something in May, I can make that up. If I enjoy it and I have time and I just want to stitch again all these things in May, I can. But for now, this is what I've got. So she makes this cool board every year where she copies her project and puts on there. And then she's got stickers that show the year that she started them. So I kind of did what she did. This is not a full, it has 7 across and 5 down. And it is not set up for a calendar because if I made it right this year, it wouldn't be right next year. So I just started this block as block 1 and then I've got them marked over here you can't see. So block 1 says T for Tuesday, block 2 is W for Wednesday, block 3 is T for Thursday, and so on and so forth. So I decided there was specific days that I wanted to start some stuff, and I just was able to put it down on the date. So let me tell you about my dots system. So all of my 2021 whips that I put on here are green dots. Let me pull it back so you can see. The new starts that I have not yet started on are orange dots. And then the pink dots are the 2022 new starts. So like for this one here, I've technically not started it, but it's going to be a 2022 new start. So I just put a pink dot on it too. And what Miss Brenda does is if she finishes it in the year before Mania the next year, she takes that picture off and she puts a new picture on for that day. I think she's doing 22 projects for the 2022. I have got, let's see, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've got 20 on here. What I did is I wanted some of these to be at the beginning of the month because I have got a 10-day break from school before my next classes start. And so I felt pretty confident that I could work on those every day. And then I fixed it to where the weekends, okay, like, so look, all of my classes are due, my schoolwork for my classes are due on a Sunday night. So I kind of kept these free when school starts back through the week to try to get my school assignments done, and then hopefully I would have the weekend to stitch. What I'm going to do is if I stitch on some of these up here, like my Whip Go pieces that are new starts, like today I started this one for Whip Go, and then this is the other one that will be started on Saturday for Whip Go. I need to get those done this month. So I kept some days free to where I could work on those more if I needed to, or if I'm just happy with something, I've got some days that I can move around. So there's only 31 days. So right here's 31. I've got 35 just because I wanted to keep it, you know, even or whatever. But March and May both have 31 days. So, yeah. So these are my projects. I will talk about each of them in more detail as I start them. Some of these you've already seen. I've already showed you the pattern because I show you what I get when I do a haul. But I'll talk about each of those more as I do my weekly floss tubes. But I really like having these little tiny pictures because it helps me. Do you ever think, oh yeah, I've got that project, and it's like you can't remember the project, and I feel like I lose touch with why I fell in love with it just from the name. I like having the picture because the pictures bring me joy, and I want to finish it so it can bring me that joy. I got the hiccup, sorry. So it keeps it out, and I'm like, oh yay, I got that one to work on today. So I really, really like that. Some of these I know are going to be on here for years. I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm really excited. If this system works well, like this is what I'm planning on doing for March and May. I may switch and do a board for April and June. I kind of like the seasonal stitching. I'm a seasonal stitcher. So when it starts getting into September, when fall stuff starts coming out, I get in the mood to stitch fall stuff. So, I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. I do know that if I don't have goals to shoot for, I don't stitch as much. And stitching brings me joy. And I like a challenge. I like tracking. I like keeping up with what I do. So I think I'm really excited about this. And then my aunt told me about a group today. I forget what it's called. I'm going to try it out this month before I tell you about it. And then if I really like it, I'll tell you in April. But it's something about you've got specific challenges where it's not really like a bingo board. You add up points or something. And so she was talking about she had stitched like 4,000 something stitches in January. And she didn't really do it in February. So she didn't really stitch hardly any. So she felt like it helped her have a drive to stitch more. So, we'll see. I do know that I don't want for it to be that stitching is a chore. But I think I kind of overloaded myself with Whip Go in January because I said I was going to work on 2 projects for 10 days each. And I felt like I was trying so hard to get the 10 days on each project in that I wasn't getting to stitch on anything else. And I don't know. I just felt like it rained on my parade a little bit. I don't have time increments for, like I've got to stitch for 4 hours or nothing for any of these. It's just that's what I'm going to stitch on for the day. So, I'm excited. I have got Easter in here. I've got some 4th of July stuff. I've got some summer pieces, some beach pieces. I've got that spring new start that I'm going to be starting on. And then on each Monday, there's 3 weeks that I'm going to be stitching on my kids' stockings each day. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just making sure I get to touch all these projects that I love. Because I want them to be finished. Like, I don't want to just leave them stuck in a bag somewhere. If I bought them and I bought the fabric and I've started on them, I want them complete. I want to be able to enjoy them. So, I want to keep them moving. So, this gives me a visual image of what I'm working on. And I know that even that may be a lot for some people. But I've told you, I'm a tracker. I like it. I like numbers. I use a time productivity app. And almost every day, I'm tracking my movements to figure out where I'm spending my time. That's just me. I like it. Because I like making sure that I'm getting the best use of my day. So, I also seen that, I think it's Mouse Potato or Potato Mouse Designs or something. I'll put her down below. She takes a little picture of what she worked on for that day. And she puts it on a calendar so that when she looks back at the end of the month, she has visual little pictures of her projects and where she got them to. And I think that's stinking cool. I think it would be motivational. So, if it stressed me out, I wouldn't do it. But I told you, I like stuff like that. So, I'm going to try it too. Anyway, there you go. So, I've kind of already made Mania plans for 2022 also. But we're going to see how this works. We're going to make revisions because I know if I get these 2 Whip Go pieces done that is new starts, I'm going to have to fill those holes. So we'll see. And then my graduation is May the 7th. So I may not get a lot of stitching that first part of May. But baby, after I am graduated, I'm going to be doing a lot of stitching. I missed it so much. So I got to have some stitchy friends. I got to find some retreats to go to. I'm trying to talk my aunt into having a stitchy weekend. Yes. Stitch, stitch, stitch. And I've got to be working on some designs. So I told my aunt today, my goal, I'm going to put it out into the world because it is amazing. I've done that before and what things come true. I'm going to keep working on my designs for cross stitch. And my goal, my big picture dream goal is to be able to get to go as a designer to the Nashville Needleworks thing that they do and have some of my patterns there. Oh, that would be so awesome. We'll see, won't we? So I got to be designing some patterns too. So hopefully after school is over, that type of stuff will get to come to pass. Alright guys, so that is it. I am going to do a little plug here for my online shop because I am a full-time artist. So this is my lifeline. I have got the Build-A-Bag up on my website for the big bags, the deluxe bags, and the mini version. I've showed this on my last video. I don't know if some of you have seen it. This is my mini project bag, and it's perfect to put like half sheets in and small projects to go in your pocketbook. Right now, I have only got 2 of these left that are pre-made. I'm going more to a Build-A-Bag before I sew it, because if I make a ton of bags that nobody likes my fabric combinations for, I'm not going to end up stuck with all these bags that I can't sell. So if you go over to my website, I will put a link below. I have got, I think there's 20 something fabrics on there. You can actually choose what fabrics you want to use, and I make the bag after you order the bag. And so right now it's not swamped where I'm able to get them out pretty quick. You can ask some of the folks. There's some folks on here that have bought some bags from me, and I try really hard to get them out that same business day, unless it's a weekend, then it is usually the first of the week. But I pride myself on trying to get this stuff done because you paid me for it and I want to get it out. But anyway, so there's going to be Easter over there. There's still Valentine's over there. There's Christmas over there. There's Halloween bags still over there. So go over and check it out. So for a size comparison, this is the deluxe bag. The deluxe bag is the only one that has the vinyl. The standard and the mini bag don't have the vinyl. But see the mini bag compared to the deluxe bag? So this is a 10 by 14. And you see how small it is. So anyway, alright, I'm done plugging. But that's my plans. So I would just want to say, if you're coming back and you've joined me again this week, thank you. If you're new, I hope that you like it. Comment, let me know that you're here. If you're on Instagram, let me know your handle so I can come and follow you and see what you stitch. I try to be pretty active on there, even though I'm not on there a lot. I try to get on there and see what everybody's up to. So anyway, I hope you have a good rest of the week, and I will see you next week for my Flosstube video update. Bye!